So this seems like a second time, William. I feel pretty confident this is the second time. And I said no more than the second time, right? All right, but I don't want to keep stopping you every time. So here we go. A matrix is another way to write stuff out. That's all it is. Hey, Trev, maybe here. Maybe here.
I got the question.
I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to ask you to sit right here, let me talk, and then you can go back, okay? So I'm good with that. A matrix is just another way to write stuff out. But you need to know how to set it up. You're not going to do the crazy gypsy math that it's going to do, but you are going to set it up. And here's how a matrix works. A matrix works like this. It's going to look like this. So I need everyone to write that on your, I don't know why that's there. Stop it. I need you to write that little guy. Now, we're going to write another one. We're going to put a little time sign right here. We're going to do this. And we're going to do a little one right here. What? I'm not recording? I think I'm recording. Oh, look at that. And a little thing like that. Is everybody cool? All we're going to do right now is we're going to take this equation and set it up in a new way. And then we're going to put that in our computer or a graphing calculator, and it's going to do all the math for us. But we have to show it how to set up. That's our job today. That's the only thing that you have to do. You don't have to think. You don't have to do any math. You just have to ask it to set it up. And here's how it goes. I'm going to tell you that this guy is going to have, like, imagine that there's a little line right here, right? That we have a row, if you will. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the stuff from this row right here, and I'm going to write it like this. I'm going to say the 5 goes here, the 3 goes here, and the -7 goes here. Now, I'm going to go to the row underneath. And you're going to, I hope what you're seeing is when we do 3 variable equations, we'll just have more rows, right? It's not even going to be tricky. So this guy and this guy and this guy are going to go just like this. They're going to go a 2 and a 7 and a 3. Now, the last thing that we need to know is our answer is going to come out of the computer like this. It's going to give us an answer that looks just like this. And it's going to give us like 2 numbers. As a matter of fact, we know what they are. It's going to give us -2 and 1. But I need to know in my head which one is which. So since I put x first, then x goes on top. And since I put y second, y goes on bottom. And if I did a 3 variable one, z would go underneath. Is everybody cool here? Have I lost anyone? Now, what your Algebra 2 teachers did is they just at this point said, now plug it in and it'll do all the gypsy magic. I'm going to show you why it's going to work because that's kind of my jam, right? So here's what I'm going to tell you. When we do matrices, we call this guy A. For my friends who are in honors physics, this guy is called the vector matrix. There's a little vector there for you. And later when you see those, you're going to be like, hey, she actually knows physics. Do I? Yes. It made me cry. Yes. And we're going to call this dude B. Now, our job, or the computer's job, is going to say, give me X and Y all by itself. So what we need to do is we need to say, I need this dude alone. So I need to get that A on the other side. The problem is with matrices, we're not allowed to divide. Go figure. They're not allowed to do that. So if you remember way back, we used to say multiply and divide are called inverses. Add and subtract are called inverses. Square and square root are called inverses. So what we're going to ask the computer to do is to say, dude, can you undo this by doing the inverse? And this is what it looks like with when we do it on a calculator or a computer. It's to the -1. And what we do on one side, guess what we're going to do? We're going to do it. I'm sorry, I'm running out of room. Let me write that nicely. We're going to do it over here as well. And watch what happens. This stuff will all go away, and we're going to be left with xy equals some magical stuff. So what we're going to ask our computer to do in a minute, we're going to give it this, we're going to give it this, and we're going to tell it, do this, and it will give us our answer without us doing any math. Are you ready? So here we go. So I need you to go to, so here's what I want you to write. I want you to have this on your desk, right? Yeah, that looks so awesome. You're going to leave it. I would like you to now open your computer, Desmos.matrix. Huh? Matrix. And it should say matrix calculator. So you're going to click that bad boy. Now for me, I'm going there, so I'm going to have to use your writing because I can't go back and forth. Oh, that's not what I want. I want that guy. Yeah. You do the whole thing. You don't even have to tell me. So you might want to wait till we set this up and then go. But unless you have to do it. Are you ready? Okay, look, we're ready to rock and roll. We're going to have this dude do all our work for us. So the first thing we need to do is we need to ask it to build the matrix for us. Ooh, that sounds like kind of like that movie. So hello, Keanu Reeves. New matrix. So here's what we're going to do. We need to put in the first row, which was 5 and 3. So 5 and 3. So easy. We're going to go to the next guy, and we're going to put in 2 and 7. 2 and 7. That is A. We're so happy. Now we need to go all the way to the end and do B, right? We're going to go all the way to the end and do B. But look, he's got too many columns. Now, I'm an idiot, and I always forget which is row and which is columns. So I'm like, oh, that's too many. Oops, that's the wrong thing. That's not right. So if you're like me and you kind of mess that up, it's no big deal, right? But we want a little a little up and down guy. So our up and down guy, I think, was -7. And I love the fact that you can, okay. Now, we're in pretty good shape. That's the hard part. That is the math. That's all you're going to have to do. Now we're going to tell the computer, can you please do the math for us? And if you remember, here's what it was that we're going to ask the computer to do. I'm going to show you real quick as a quick reminder. We are asking the computer to do this. A to the -1 times B. That's what we're going to be looking to do. Is everybody cool with that? So here we go. Let me get rid of this weird annotation stuff. I don't know. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down, and that says now get ready to do the math. Okay. So we need to put in A, but we don't want regular A, do we? What kind of A do we really want? A to the -1, that inverse. Guess what? Here it is. But you have to put in the A first. Like if you just put -1, it'll just do a -1. So we have to hit the A first. Boom. See what I did there? Now we're going to times it by B, or just put B. Look over there.
Are you serious? Are you?
Yeah, I know.
Where you calculators to do all this while the rest of us are writing it out.
I know. I know.
What's the point of reading?
I told you what the point of learning was. I want you to be able to, Okay, here you go, Lammies. Are you up for this? We're gonna shrug it off. We're gonna try a new one. You ready? Okay, my lambs. Jackson, if you want to go, you can go. This would be a pain in the ass. This would take you 15 minutes. We're going to be able to do it in about 2 or 3. So for me, some of you, especially my algebra kids who are used to using a matrix, you might dive straight into the matrix. I don't. And here's why. That sounds weird too. Like I'm going to dive into the matrix. Here's what I do. I build it first because it makes me make less mistakes. More often than not, today, when I come around and a kid will be like, I didn't get the right answer. If they didn't build the little thing first, That's where they mess up. Here's the bad news about technology. It will let you mess up. It will give you an answer, and it will laugh at your ass behind your back. Right? I think your technology gets together in the middle of the night, and it's like, she's so stupid. Gosh, did she not even know how to text? And she talks to the refrigerator. So here's what we got. I'm going to go across, right? Here's the ones that are important. This is my A. And I'm going to go ahead. Now, a lot of people are like, why do you do this one? It's just X, Y, Z. Because when we do word problems, we're going to want to know what variable is there. So X, Y, Z. And then we're going to have this dude, right? So a lot of people are like, do you need to do it? If you're a pro, you really don't, but I would. I do. So here I go. 1, -5, 3, all the way over to 39. 3, 8, -1, all the way to -19. And finally, 2, -6, -5, all the way over to -29. Here's what you need to put in now to Desmos. A and B, input them, then flip A times B. Give it a try. That was literally the math. Now you just plug it all in. Take your time plugging it in, right? So flip to Desmos and start plugging this bad boy in. I know I can split screen, I just don't know how to do it. Can I try? That's not what I want. I can do this. I know I can. I can. I can. Oh God, I'm so close. Oh, no. Oh my God, I'm making it work. Please God, please God. Oh, look. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm going to clear it all out. You don't have to. Okay, here I go. Oh, look, he's too small. So let's make him bigger. Extra row, extra column. Yay! Now he's big enough. So here I go. Oh my God, why didn't I do this in the other classes? Because I was too stupid. I couldn't figure it out. 3. And then I'm going to go here. 3, 8, -1. And finally down here, 2. Now you're going to be careful. You know those negatives. They'll kick your ass if you're not careful, right? Does mine look good? Everyone good? That's A. Okay, we need a new one. We need the little skinny one. But I got too many. Like every time I do this wrong. Is it a -5? Okay, 1, -5, 3, 3, 8, -1. Oh, look at that. Oh, and look how quick that is to change. No, I don't. If I did this by hand, I'd be totally screwed. I need another one. Oh, look at that. Do I do that wrong every time? Yes, because I don't know the difference between rows and columns because I'm too stupid. So here I go. 39 and -19 and 29. Oh my God, look at those numbers, they're a nightmare. Okay, now we're going to ask it to do the math. Here we go. Be careful on this. A, inverse. Look, I used to have to do that in college by hand. That's where I cried. I cried in a physics test once. And like the physics final. Like I cried, and you know what was sad? Wasn't the only one crying. Also on my physics final in college, they gave back the midterm, they gave back the midterms. So I've told somebody this story. If you ever say, like, Miss T, you don't understand what it's like not to do that well on something. So I got my midterm back in college. I'm at Cal. Yeah, I think I'm smart, but I'm not. And the professor goes, the scores went from 100% all the way down to a 25%. I want you to think in your head about a 25%. On a multiple choice test, if a monkey took a multiple choice test, what would a monkey get?
50%.
No, 25%. Because randomly, he would just be punching numbers, he would get 25. So they passed back the test, and what did Mrs. Tarantino have? Oh, 2.5. I was the 2.5. I had the lowest grade in that class. I had a monkey score. Did I end up passing the class? Yes. Did I have to crawl and bleed? And I literally told Jesus in heaven I would never walk back into the physics building the rest of my life if I could please have a C. And then did I take my kids later to Cal, and did they try to pull me in there? And I said no, because God will go back and change my grade. So yeah. So I know your pain. Yeah, sometimes you're like, I got a B, and I'm like, I got a monkey score, bite me. I don't ever want to hear from you. Times B, 2, -2, 9, how'd you do?
I just want to cry.
I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We got one last one for you to try, and then we're going to do a word problem. Give that one a try. Do I need to make that bigger? Can you see it? I'll make it bigger. I can make it bigger. Oh, can you do it all by yourself, with me not helping at all? Now remember, technology is out to trick us. So if you get unreliable answers like decimals and these ones or weird ass fractions, I'm not doing that, right? So you've got to be careful. Those negatives, I don't care where they are. Their job is to make your life miserable.
No, my heart can't take it.
Some of you are getting like, can I put it straight in? You can, just be careful, right? I like building a matrix because I like to think that I'm clearer. Because I'm Trinity. That's too old of a reference. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh my God, I can't handle this. My mental health might flop.
I'm so sorry.
Miss T, you know what it's like to fail government?
Hello, monkeys. Tell me, Liam, what'd you get? -9, -2, 4. Are we fired? Okay, so here's why I put this off until now. Because my original plan was to make you, Jordan, to do this by hand. But I'm not gonna. So here's what. We're gonna do this bad boy, and you're gonna be like, oh wait, it's pretty easy. The thing is, we need to make some equations. It's not hard. This is not hard. So here's what I know. Before I start, I am going to use my variables, and I need to be careful. Remember, the matrix will give it to us in a certain order that we decide. So for me, I am going to be putting T for trumpets first. I am going to be putting C for clarinets next. And I'm going to be putting V for violins. The reason I write that off to the side is because when I put this into the matrix, if I don't know, it's going to give me just random ass numbers. So all that's hard here is writing really easy equations. 2T plus 3C, and some of you nerds out there are going straight to putting this in your matrix. And if you're getting it right, knock yourself out. But if you're like me, sometimes I make mistakes, so I got to go slow. I'm going to go 3T plus 1C plus 4V equals 1027. God almighty, could you imagine? Look at those numbers. Doing this one by hand, it would make you cry. It would make me cry. 5T plus 7C plus 2V equals 2091. Build a matrix, my friends. Throw it in. So something that literally on a scale of 1 to 10 that would be a 10 now becomes like a 3, right? It becomes a 3. But you got to know what we're doing. If I just show you this and without that, kids, really, if I just show it to you without showing you the math, then what's the difference between that and photo math? Like really, right? I need you to understand what's fine. I know it makes you mad. Careful. No negatives on this one. Nothing I say. Oh yeah, because I think we got like 170 something.
Yeah, 174, 129.
Yeah. And that would make sense. Look how, I mean, yeah, it turns out we got a lot of them. Oh, look at that. Why did I not do this all? I think I have to clear this out. I don't know if I have to. New matrix. I'm going to make it a little bigger. So I'm just doing it straight. 2, 3, 5, 3, 1, 4, 5, 7, 2, new matrix. It doesn't matter how many times I do this. I do this wrong every time. Sam, every time. Every single flipping time. I will never get this right. You're still not getting it right. I have to, like, you would think after all these years, I make it up as I go along. 1, 2, 4, 0. 1027. And Fred, you can head back now. You've been such a good boy.
I think you should take my approach after.
How'd you do? Take a look. Did you get 174 for trumpets? 149 for clarinets. And the one really likes the violin, apparently. 89 for violin. Crazy, yeah? We got one last one we're going to do as a group, and then I'm going to ask you to practice 2 or 3 with your neighbors. So I need you to watch on this last one. So everyone's quiet on this last one. Last one is weird but easy. Weird but easy. And here it goes. So we got the Olympics happening, right? Yay, they're very excited about that. So we are going to have gold medals, silver medals, and bronze medals. It's really important that you know that I'm going to be putting all of my gold stuff kind of is going to go first, right? It's all going to go right here, and all my silver stuff and all my bronze stuff, and then it's going to be equals whatever, right? Now this one's going to be a little weird. You're going to hang with me, and you're like, oh, that's actually pretty easy. So we're going to start with the very first one. The United States had 28 total medal winners, right? Nice and easy. We're going to say G plus S plus B equals 28. Now, our next 2 equations are easy. They're going to be super easy, but we're going to have to mess with them a little bit. So here's what I want you to think about. I want you to stop for a second and not freak out. There are 2 more gold medals than silver. I would like you to write that on your whiteboard. 2 more gold than silver. Remember, we start with the big guy, and then we're going to mess with the little guy. What do I have to do to silver to make it equal to gold? I have to do what? Add 2, right? Have I lost anybody? Is everybody okay? Now, here's the only problem with this. I need them to line up G, S, B, and a number. So the first thing I need to do is that stupid silver needs to hop over to this side. Are you cool with that? So do you guys agree G, take away S, equals 2? Have I lost anybody? No? Are we good? So watch what I'm going to do. I am going to put the G here, minus S. Ugh. I'm going to leave a little hole there, equals 2. Now the problem is I can't have a hole in my matrix. So you know what I'm going to put there? A 0. Because I got 0 thing. I don't have a B. So guess what? It's going to throw a 0 in there. That's totally okay to do. You can totally do that, right? So we're going to just put a 0 there. So what I'd like you to do with your table mates, I would like you now to try to do this next one. I want you to write it first, and then put all the letters on one side, all the numbers on the other. Give it a try. Nice. It's not scary. No, not scary. Like I'm not making you do like anything scary. Remember, 4 less goes in the back. B equals.
I mean, I went from like 100% classes to nothing done.
Did you guys start with something like a, Jordan, did you get something like this? B equals G plus S minus 4, are we cool with that? But I want this G over here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say G, hop over here. Negative G. I'm gonna tell the S, hop over here. Negative S. And now I'll have the negative 4. Does he need to shift over? Yeah. Now my labs, put it in Desmos. Put it in Desmos. Remember, if I got nothing, I got ones. 1, 1, 1. You got a bunch of ones. 1, negative 1, 0, negative 1, 1. Like so many ones and negative ones. Be careful with your ones and negatives. I love this one. I'm actually going to do it. Here we go. New matrix. So I've got to add and add every time I get that wrong. 1, boom, 1, boom, 1. Next one. 1, boom, ooh, negative 1, and 0. I'm going to put that 0 there just to make me happy. And then finally, negative 1. And negative 1, and 1. It's never going to be right. Oh my God, I did it on the first. Oh, 28, and 2, and negative 4. I'm going to ask it to do some math for me. 1 to the negative 1, that's terrifying, times B. 9 gold, 7 silver, 12 bronze. How'd we do? Yeah? What's up? Give me a second. Okay, here's what I want. Now, I want you to try 3 with your table mates. If you are getting the hang of this, just feeling like it, you're going to go 4, 5, and 6, right? Because 4, 5, and 6 are the easiest ones, 4, 5, and 6. If you are feeling a little badass, you could do 1. I like number 1. Number 2 is pretty hard if you want to do it. And if you want to jump down to number 8, you totally can do that. But I like me some 4, 5, and 6 for the people who are just getting a hold of it. If you had Algebra 2 trig last year, you want to challenge yourself. You want to try 1, maybe 2, maybe 7. Those would be cool for me too. There you go. But I need you to do 3 before you leave, or 3 today. Yeah, we get it. There are answers on your thing, on your desk. So guess what? If something doesn't work right, it's even got the matrix written out for you, so you can check your answers before you do it. If I have because that's not fair to everybody. So it's kind of good to be truthful. And here's what else I like about deserts. These are big, these are big. I just feel like people need to find them. 4, 5, and 6.
Oh my God.
Four, 5, and 6. At least 4 and 5 right now. Yeah?
Oh, wait.
Hey, on number 4, be careful. Mark tries to trick you. His chips are in a different order. Do you see that? They start with the red. Be careful. That's why I write those equations first. Because that would, if you go straight to putting it into the calculator, or into Desmos, you will put that 10 in the wrong place, right? Mark is trying to trick you. He's such a jerk. No one likes that Mark kid. Did you fix it?
No.
Oh, you weirdo. I did, you know, to be honest, I did that. And I did the math way for this cake one because you can substitute, right? You can do, yeah. Well, but why? After a while, I thought, why? Number 4, we're starting easy, but be careful. Mark tries to trick you. Is there a question? No. Start at number 4. Do not start at number 4. I'm just kidding. The answer is for something 1. Yeah, what did you? Oh, yeah, 7. Wasn't 1. I didn't write it. It was Mrs. Dill. That was me. That was so mean. You just want me to do a nice teacher. I stole her stuff. I just literally stole her stuff. What do you ask? Okay, so that guys. So, well, we do it on the second. We do it on the separate meter. So we start with. So let's watch this. This is my one side, and then this is my equal side. So I do the equals after. So watch. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, negative 1, 0. 1, negative 1, 0. 1 is gold. Negative 1, negative 1, 1. So 1, 1, 1. And then the equals 28, 2. Yeah, exactly. Right. So you want to be careful. Mark tries to trick you. Mark's an almost went down. Okay. Did you write your voice? Okay. So here we go. We need more. Oh, there we go. Yep. 6. Yeah. Guys, I want to see the work. I got it. Right. But I want to see Jim having it. I want to see him having it. I want to see this.
That's all of us?
No, Trevor had it.
No, I swear we did.
No, you did not.
Teamwork.
Right with it. Nothing. So, in other words, the blue is 4, the red is 7, and the yellow is 5. Okay, so let's reading the first sentence. We got basic and fancy. The first one says, okay, and now, Q custom is 3 basic. Not right. So we're going to want everything on this side, right? So I'm going to move this over. Can you pull that?
Yeah.
I'm going to move this over. Equals 0. Nice. And then I'll do that. Hey, can equal 0. If you have 3 basic equals 2 fancy and something else and you move it, it equals 0. That's okay. That's okay. Now trust yourself. Trust that you know what you're doing mathematically. It doesn't do it in the right order, does it?
Right. So you write them in the order.
And that's why when I write the equation right away, I'm careful when I write it. So if I'm gonna start with blue, I'm gonna go 15, B, whatever, and then, yes, then you're good to go, and then you put it in, right? Because you're right, the B's will have to match up, the R's, because, and that's why we almost have, in the very beginning, remember how I have that kind of answer key, right? Because I gotta kind of know that he's first, he's second, he's third. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna be right there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna be there in just a second. Where are your equations? None of your equations.
I don't know how to write that.
Oh, stop. B plus X plus C equals 7. Okay, next one. Good. So now move everything to the other side equaling 0.
Well, what about the
So let's do it. Say it again. Hold on. Say it again.
Well, I already like lined them up.
Just tell me what
Sorry,
it's doing.
3B plus 2F plus
No.
2.
Oh,
Look at B plus F plus C.
B
Equals F
plus
plus
F plus C. What? Read me the next one.
3
Equals. No, just read me what it says. 3 basic
For
is
the price of 2 custom cakes, you can get 3 basic cakes and 2 fancy cakes.
because 2 custom, you get 3 basic, and how many fancy?
2 fancy cakes.
Yes. Okay, you agree with that?
Yeah.
I need all this over here in the right order. So I'm going to put them first. 3B, are you cool with that? And I'm going to move this guy over, negative 2F plus 2C. That's all gone. So what's on that side? What's left? Beautiful. Beautiful. You see how I'm lining them up? Read me those.
What about the third one?
Read it to me.
Advancing cake costs $8 more than a basic cake.
Okay, so I would say a fancy cake is a basic item plus $8. So in other words, I need to move this guy over. So minus 1B plus 1 fancy equals 8. And I got a 0 for that guy, right? Because I have no custom cake in that equation. But that's okay. Jace, I need you to know how to do this. So I mean, I know how to do it. But, no, I need you to do it, not me to like you to do it. You can't squeak it at a 7. That's gonna kill me, right? No, well, you've got another test. Let's see what the.
And I bang busted that. Like, it was all aboard, choo-choo, bang bust.
Hey, someone else needed me and I ignored that.
$20 on the over.
Let's not. Hey, if you want to grab out your phone and take a picture of me, I want to see 4, 5, and 6 on Monday. Hey, that's the end of class. It's Friday. Friday's in the book. Oh God, I've been taping that whole time. Damn it. Sorry, taping people.